Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome you to this year's WWE Money in the Bank Recap Show. Yes, this is the annual WWE Premium Live event to figure out who gets a tote around a suitcase for a long time. Of course, this year's takes place at the Scotia Bank Arena in Toronto, Canada. Speaking of Toronto, Canada, the hometown girl, the Hall of Famer Trish Stratus, was the host of this year's Money in the Bank Premium Live event. Opening up the show was Samantha Irvin singing uh, the Star Spangled Banner, the national anthem of the United States of America. I was like, wait a minute, aren't they in Canada? But I think sometimes in hockey games, uh, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Not that familiar with hockey as I used to be, but doesn't hockey teams usually, if there's an American team coming in, they'll play both. Likewise, same thing in America, they'll play both the uh, Star Spangled Banner, the United States national anthem, as well as O Canada. Speaking of O Canada was performed by Ryland James. I think they kind of announced him like a big deal, a big pop star in Canada. Uh, but yeah, so we had five matches here, and one big announcement was made here. But before we get started, let's do the usual sales pitch. Hey, if you like what you're hearing, you're entertained, hit the like button. Also, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about this year's Money in the Bank Premium Live event. And also, be a champ and click on that subscribe button. It will definitely be appreciated. Now, let's let her rip. By the way, I just want to mention that both Ryland James and Samantha Irvin did an excellent job performing their country's national anthems. Did not know that Samantha Irvin actually competed on the game show or talent show, whatever it's called, America's Got Talent. But I guess she did that before she came to the WWE, become the ring announcer. But like I said, both singers did an excellent job. Samantha Irvin is not a professional singer; she's professional ring announcer, but excellent job. And I think she did the national anthem for a baseball game earlier. Uh, Hit me up in the comments. Remind me what baseball game that was. Anyway, kicking off this year's Money in the Bank premium live event is the men's Money in the Bank match. It is Jey Uso, Andrade, LA Knight, Chad Gable, Carmelo Hayes, and Drew McIntyre competing for competing for the opportunity to be called Money in the Bank or Mr. Money in the Bank. And that in that briefcase is a contract good for 1 year for a world or heavyweight championship match. Uh, anytime, any play, well, anytime, any well, anytime. I think she said anytime, anywhere. I don't guess you can go inside of a restaurant or anything like that and say, "Hey, I want to shot your world title." Anyway, Jey Uso and LA Knight got good pops when they came out. Of course, Drew McIntyre, he drew the CM Punk chance, but beginning of the match, they all kind of just went at it with each other. With only Uso and Knight left in the ring, kind of faced off with each other. Uh, First person actually to use a ladder uh, for a weapon was Drew McIntyre. He also was the first one to win after the briefcase. Couldn't get it. Got hung up with Chad Gable there. The first holy shit of the match was when Andrade hit the Spanish fly from the middle rope onto laying la- uh, the ladder that was laying down. Of course, he performed that move onto Carmelo Hayes. Uh, Uso and Knight finally went at it on top of the ladder, and it looked like Uso was going to have a chance there to get the ladder, but Drew McIntyre threw a ladder right in his face, hit the Claymore kick, and that gave Drew McIntyre plenty of time to climb on that ladder, grab the briefcase. So he is this year's Mr. Money in the Bank. Now let's see if he follows through with that promise of cashing in the same night. All right, second match of the night is for the Intercontinental Championship. Braun Breaker, the challenger, facing the champion, Sami Zayn. Braun showed off that he was definitely the better athlete, but Sami would take advantage when Breaker let him have a move. Then Braun would take over after hitting a excellent Steiner line. At least they call it the Steiner line. Uh, and I think what's the call on that? 3 miles per hour hitting the ropes. Anyway, Sammy would eventually come back, hitting the, I think they call it the Dragon DDT, whatever. That put Sammy back in it. More back and forth stuff here. Uh, Braun Breaker would go for the spear, but Sami Zayn counter with a kick to the face. A Luba kick, 1, 2, 3. Sami Zayn is your winner and still Intercontinental Champion. Wow, that sounds like a Michael Cole line. Of course, he's a champion. He won. Of course he keeps the title. Anyway, big announcement, or kind of a big announcement. I thought it was a big announcement. Bad Blood is coming back, and it's coming back to the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. It will take place Saturday, October 5th. I think I might have to make a splurge and get some tickets to that and take a little trip to Atlanta myself. That's 45 minutes to an hour, give or take traffic, but hopefully traffic won't be too bad in Atlanta on a Saturday, but who knows? But definitely, definitely keen to find a ticket here and actually seeing a WWE PLE event in this stage or this era of WWE. I think the last time I went to a PLE or pay per view was Hell in a Cell, where it was CM Punk versus Ryback. That that was a that was a shitty one, just to say that. Uh, I guess they were trying to do the best. I think Cena was hurt. They didn't let uh, Dolph Ziggler cash in. Anyway, uh, but yeah, as far as this era, this will be the first PLE I go or pay per view I go to. So definitely looking forward to that. Next, now the major announcement of the night. John Cena came out and he announced that he will be retiring. He said he will be at the first Raw when it comes to Netflix. Uh, but the Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, and WrestleMania 2025 will be his last. So go ahead, get the videos ready, and uh, Cena Cena went through a lot. He was the guy. He was kind of a workhorse too. I mean, he didn't mind putting the true grind in. As far as the travel, personal appearances, every Raw, every SmackDown, uh, he was there. So I mean, he had a hell of a schedule from what I was, hearing back in those days when he was the top guy. So uh, wasn't a big fan of the whole rapping John Cena gimmick, but you gotta give him credit. He did carry the company a little bit, and he had an outstanding cast of people to wrestle to: Edge, Randy Orton, Batista, Jericho as well. But but yeah, he was the top guy. He carried himself like a top guy. So uh, congratulations, congratulations on him having a great career, and hopefully he has a fun-filled retirement playing golf and going fishing. Doubt he's going to be doing that. I think he's going to be making kind of like he's doing now, making movies. So either way, congrats to John Cena. All right, next up is a match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. It is the challenger Seth Rollins going against the champion Damian Priest. Let's get to the action here. Uh, Damian Priest, champ, got early advantage until Rollins made a little comeback, get a hat trick of suicide dives. Then he hit the Hayabusa style springboard Senta and uh, Lion's Hawk combo. Hayabusa was a wrestler from FMW, outstanding high flyer in his time. Unfortunately, he got his career ended short when he became paralyzed. But anyway, I encourage all fans go check out Hayabusa. Anyway, of course the champ would come back. Um, then Seth Rollins. This is where things get kind of funky here. Seth Rollins hit the superplex Falconero combo, also a move used by Hayabusa. 1, 2. Damien didn't move, but the ref said it was only a 2 count, so I don't know if Damien botched that one or it was the DJ forgot to hit the play button on Drew's music. But after, let's get to it. Let's get to the rest of it. Of course, Drew came down to cash it in. He cashed it in. He hit Seth Rollins with the future shot DDT. Looked like he was going to measure him for the Claymore kick, but Damian Priest came in. But Drew would wind up countering a clothesline and hit the Claymore kick on him. And that's when CM Punk came in and ruined everything. He attacked Drew, beat him down with a chair. Then he would hit him with a championship belt. Priest hit the South of Heaven choke slam for the win, so he's still the champion. And everybody is pissed off. Drew Mac, even Damian Priest was kind of like ticked off at CM Punk. Uh, CM Punk ruined the whole match, but it was all CM Punk's fault here. But like I said, don't not sure what happened there. I don't know if the DJ didn't press the play button in time, or Damian Priest actually, kind of later didn't hear the 2 count and botched that himself. On his face, a little frustrated. It looked like he was a little frustrated at himself, um, but either way, uh, Damian Priest is still your world champion, and it looks like come SummerSlam, I'll be surprised if they didn't book Drew McIntyre and CM Punk together. Probably, I'll say this once, I'll say it again. Probably the hottest feud going on in the WWE right now. Without either one of them, well, they kind of brawl with each other a little bit. Without match number one between the two, so we should see, shall see what happens between the two. All right, now it's time for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Naomi versus Zoe Stark versus Lyra Valkyrie versus Tiffany Stratton versus Chelsea Green versus Io Sky. Let's get right to it here. Look like fans were definitely into Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton here. Uh, all the women, instead of going out with each other, they slid on to the outside and grabbed ladders themselves and went out a little bit outside. Chelsea Green kind of hung out in the ring by herself. She got her hands on the ladder and started using it, trying to climb the ropes on it, but her fear of heights kind of uh, weighed in on that, and she lost that opportunity. All these ladies just took hella bumps on these ladders. I mean, um, even Zoe Stark, she hit that picture perfect missile drop springboard missile drop kick on Valkyrie. She hit her head on the ladder too. Tiffany or Naomi came in and uh, laid Stark on the ladder and hit the split legged leg drop. Of course, here's Stratton and Io Scott both going at it with a ladder. Uh, Tiffany Stratton want to showboat a little bit more. I hit a swanton from the top rope, laid everybody out. All the women took their shot and failed at grabbing the briefcase. Um, there was even one spot where Naomi got on 2 ladders and it was kind of pulling away from each other. Tiffany Stratton and Zoe Stark was. Uh, Naomi wound up hitting Stark with a DDT from that. Looked like Chelsea Green was going to hit it or was going to grab that briefcase, but Tiffany Stratton shook the ladder, uh, pushed the ladder over. Green uh, took the table spot because 2 tables were set up previously, and Chelsea Green took the bump like a straight, like a stunt woman, and she looked safe and everything. So good thing for her. I'm pretty sure this that was probably the first time she's ever done anything like that. But it's better be safe than sorry. But anyway, Tiffany Stratton wound up grabbing the briefcase, saying it is Tippy time. It is Tiffany in the bank, whatever, or money, or okay, yeah, Tiffany in the bank. I don't want to say money in the Tiffany. That didn't sound right whatsoever. So she's guaranteed a shot at the WWE Women's Champion or WWE Women's World Championship in the near future. So who's she gonna cash it in on? I'm willing to bet Bailey. Uh, could be one of those Bailey beats um, Nia Jax, but Nia Jax gonna put a hell of a whooping on Bailey, and that's when Tiffany will cash in and become the WWE Women's Champion. That's kind of a bold prediction, easy prediction. Let's see if they do that. All right, it is main event time. The new bloodline, Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and Jacob Fatu go up against Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, and the WWE Champion, Cody Rhodes. Rhodes, Owens, and Orton took turns beating up on poor Tonga there until finally the tag into Jacob Fatu. And it was, this was the interesting part of the match. Jacob Fatu made his actual in ring debut in this match. Let's see if it was uh, all that he was hyped up to be. Uh, he would get hit by the draping DDT from Randy Orton. Lay there for a minute, then got right back up, which shot Randy Orton. Orton went after him, and Jacob hit the Samoan drop on him. The Bloodline would take over on Orton until got the tag in to Kevin Owens. Owens comes in like a house of fire, uh, going after everybody, putting the stomps in everybody till they got the better of him. Then they took over on Kevin Owens. Then we got the hot tag to Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes comes in, goes after Solo, goes after everybody. His main target was Solo Sikoa, the supposed new tribal chief of the bloodline, the new head of the table. But carnage would happen later on as the ref took a couple of bumps. Um, Crossroads on Solo Sikoa uh, twice, but when he went for that third one, Jacob Fatu hit the Widow and a Wisp. I think that's what's called. Uh, then planted the implanted DDT on Cody Rhodes. Uh, then Solo came in, hit the Samoan spike on Cody as well, scoring the pinfall, and the winners being the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and Jacob Fatu. Thought this match was pretty good. By their numbers match, one person comes in white hot, then or a little different here. They got the heroes here, the baby faces, got a little shine time. Poor old Tamatonga. Uh, but Jacob Fatu looks in great shape here. Probably that's the reason why uh, he didn't make his TV debut till a little later. They said, "Hey, let's get you down at the performance center and get you in a little bit better shape." And dude looks great. Hitting, didn't hit everything he can do that, which is a good thing. Why show everything you do in one match? Don't need to. Uh, but got him a little tease with that top rope tumbleweed move, and basically shows people that his move is the implanted DDT. Uh, so definitely a good showing from him. Overall, the pay per view was all right. The women's Money in the Bank match was really good. A few little botches there, but I mean, anytime you have carnage like this, you're gonna have few botches. Feel really bad for Damian Priest. Here he is getting a shot, and I think this is his second premium live event match he's had where he kind of botched a move here or there, but um, this one, I don't know, like I said, don't know if the DJ messed up or he messed up, but I think Triple H needs to um, have a come to Jesus meeting with them on that one, saying, look, you're kind of screwing up a little bit more than you should be. You're in the big time, you're in the major leagues, you're professionals. Let's act like it. So hopefully they get that squared away. I enjoyed it. It kept my interest. I know. I think I've seen a few people kind of crapped on a few things. They didn't like the idea of the Money in the Bank match being used as just another stepping stone as of the CM Punk Drew McIntyre feud, but I had no problem with it. Let's see what this story goes to, because the people who are in it, nothing against any of those folks. Definitely didn't see Carmelo Hayes win it. Uh, Jey Uso, yeah. Uh, let him let him go for an Intercontinental or something like that first, then bring him up. Don't need to give him the world title right off the bat. Especially you don't want to give a guy you're pumping up as a huge babyface. People love him. Why give them the briefcase? Yeah, you get that initial pop when they win, but I mean, even Drew McIntyre when he came in the ring, the crowd popped. I thought they was going to see cash in, but then CM Punk ruined everything. But like I said, this is the Drew McIntyre CM Punk storyline is definitely part of my favorite. Definitely loved hearing about Bad Blood coming to Atlanta. Looking forward to that. Hopefully, I do get to go. And got to hear the news John Cena retiring. So all in all, not too bad. Uh, anyway, let's do some plugs here. Every Tuesday, I host a trivia game called Wrestling Trivia Tuesday. I host it. I record it, and usually available by 10 a.m. or Tuesday morning. So you can check that out. If you don't get it at 10 a.m., it's available the rest anytime you want to watch it. So check that out. What I usually do, I ask 5 questions, all dealing with the sport of professional wrestling. So check it out and have fun. Let's see. Also, I do a weekly WWE Raw recap show. Of course, this week's Raw will be a aftermath of the Money in the Bank premium live event. Also, I do a AEW Dynamite recap show. I usually have that out on Thursdays. And of course, this week being a holiday, I didn't have neither one of them. Speaking of Thursday, again, I didn't have this one on Thursday either, but every Thursday I do a live stream called Spot Show Live Stream, um, where I discuss all the news going on in professional wrestling. Of course, this week I'll discuss the uh, like a little small recap of the Money in the Bank match. Uh, that's Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Friday morning in Japan, and 5 a.m. Friday morning in India. Now, if you're not digging today's wrestling, I do got something for you. It's called Wrestling Gold Friday Night. Yes, Wrestling Gold Friday Night. Why discuss that day that day's history in professional wrestling. Also, do a watch along and discuss memories of an old show I will show. This week, we'll do a watch along of the AWA. So come check that out. That's Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Saturday morning in Japan, and 5 a.m. Saturday morning in India. Like I say, this concludes this year's Money in the Bank recap show. Hope you folks enjoy. Until next time, you folks have a good one and take it easy. Hey there, thank you for checking this out. If you enjoyed it, share with friends, drop a like button, leave a comment. Also, be a champ and hit that subscribe button. You can also check me out on social media, Facebook at Ronald Ray, on X or Twitter is RPATRPTV46. Until next time.
So long from the peach state of Georgia.